Cracker Barrel crashed after they decided to dash away from their roots, their traditions, and their brand. And you all know that. But the legacy media can't stand the narrative that Americans won, that they defeated wokeism. And so, folks, we're here to tell you there's a new campaign to explain what happened to Cracker Barrel. Now they say, you didn't have anything to do with that. There was no outcry. There was no backlash. It was all bots. That's right. It was bots that wouldn't buy the biscuits. Hello, folks. Welcome to one of the strangest videos we've ever done, but we have to have our fun, and we're having fun at the expense of the legacy media. So will you if you watch this video. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going with the Last Jedi defense for Cracker Barrel. You know, Cracker Barrel decided to do things that people didn't want them to do. And then their stock crashed and their sales dropped and all of that happened. But no. Article after article says, you're wrong. That's not actually what happened. It was a figment of your imagination. It was a digital manifestation of lies, and all done by bots. Bots, B-O-T-S, bots. Folks, if you want to know what we're talking about, click the like button. We'll show you how crazy the legacy media is going today. Say it ain't so. They're going back to the Last Jedi defense for Cracker Barrel. Oh. Yeah, you heard that right. I never thought I'd say that the Last Jedi and Cracker Barrel have anything to do with each other, but they do. Get ready for this one. It's out of Restaurant Business, and it's by Joe Guzkowski. Now, there are a bunch of articles covering this, and they all say the same exact thing. So that means to me that there's not a lot of thinking going on. But we picked one, and this is the one we got. Cracker Barrel logo backlash was fueled by bots, the data shows. So,
oh, no, it doesn't.
You may have thought that people not going to Cracker Barrel is what caused them to change their ways. You may have thought that the CEO of Steak and Shake really rattled them. You may have thought that it was a complete cultural disconnect that the leadership of Cracker Barrel had that was resulting in them losing so badly. But no, folks. It was the bots. The bots came in and they confusified the people and made them think they did not like Cracker Barrel. More than 44% of social media posts made during the first 24 hours of the logo debacle were likely. You gotta love the disclaimer. Created by automated accounts with an agenda, according to Peak Metrics. Many of the people claiming to be upset about Cracker Barrel's logo change last month were not people at all. You see what they do? Do you see what they do? Folks, the sales went down. People didn't go, it's not bots don't eat at Cracker Barrel. It doesn't matter what was happening on social media. It matters that people stopped going and eating there. Bots don't eat biscuits. But this is what they do. They did it with The Last Jedi. They do it here. They do it every time. They try to take away your agency. Many of the people claiming to be upset about Cracker Barrel's logo change last month were not actually even people. According to data from researcher Peak Metrics, more than 44% of the social media posts mentioning Cracker Barrel in the first 24 hours of the logo backlash were likely created by bots, fake accounts that can flood social media feeds with auto-generated posts and comments. The findings suggest that at least part of the Cracker Barrel uproar was not an organic response from real customers or consumers, but rather manufactured by bots with an agenda. The bot posts fell into two main buckets: critiques of Cracker Barrel for going woke and abandoning its heritage, and calls for a leadership change, boycott, or logo reversal. Peak Metrics found strong evidence that the response was coordinated. For instance, about 70% of the bots used the same wording, it said, but it could not say for sure who was behind the bot accounts or how exactly they were being operated. It did conclude that the bot accounts were likely based in the United States. Guys, this has got to be the weakest, most pathetic thing I've seen. I mean, this is worse than The Last Jedi. You remember that when The Last Jedi came out, they said that the review scores, they were being review bombed by Russia. Yes, Russia is trying to sow discord in the United States by saying that people do not like, they don't like Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker being hermit. Not Kermit, hermit, folks. Not Kermit, hermit. And now they're trying to tell you, no, it is not that people stop going to a restaurant and eating and sales dive down like 10, 12, 15%. No, it is Russian bots, but they're inside the United States this time. Mike, you're a business guy. How fallacious is this? How silly is this for them to go out there and try to say that the outrage about Cracker Barrel, it wasn't even real. It wasn't even real, Mike.
Well, I can personally attest, Mexican Airman out here in South Carolina can attest that this has been a grassroots movement here in South Carolina, in the deep heart of the South. We got Cracker Barrels everywhere. I'd like to direct the production team in the back here to share the link. I have a 3-minute and 50-second video that proves that this story is full of hogwash and that this was a grassroots movement. If I could cue the producer link, please.
Okay. Now, Mike, we've done this before. I just want to say before we put it up on the screen.
There's no bad words and there's no music.
Mike, I just want you to know we did this before with Wilton the Troll, and he copyright struck us the next day, and he did it on purpose. So I just want you to know we're putting our faith in you.
I'm not a YouTuber and I'm not monetized, so let's go.
Here we go.
We are live down here in South Carolina with your special host, Mexican Iron Man. I would be the Mexican and the Iron Man. Yeah, okay. Mexican Iron Man is here. We are live, and we are on the scene on America's #1 controversy and #1 hot topic of the day, Cracker Barrel. Yes, there's only one way to get to the bottom of what's happening at the Cracker Barrel, and that's by sending the Mexican on the ground to provide, what do you call it? On the ground report.
Crack investigative team.
It's our crack investigative team. I've not come here alone. I understand there's going to be some concerns from the white people watching. Why would a brown guy know anything about a cracker or a barrel? Those are good questions. For that reason, I have my own very special guest host crackers joining me. We have our first cracker from Wisconsin.
That's right. How you doing? I'm from Wisconsin, and as we got like, the only kind of barrels a Mexican knows are wheelbarrows. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mr. Cracker Guy, what are your feelings about the controversy?
Controversy is, why am I being ostracized? Why am I being singled out? Why am I being oppressed? Why can't I go in a Cracker Barrel? I'm a cracker. Why are they trying to take me out of the Cracker Barrel? I don't understand.
And sir, are you saying that now is the time for America to come together and stand up for cracker rights?
Yes, we need to riot. We need to come down here and scream Rodney King. Yes.
Our new slogan's going to be Barrel Lives Matter. All right. But I am not.
We're going to do it. We're going to put it on stickers. And we got hoods.
Hang on just a second. Mike, did you guys actually get the stickers made? Did you make the stickers? You're muted, Mike. You see, you're dusty and rusty at this.
Okay, let her run. Let her run. We didn't get the stickers. Let her run. Watch the next
part. Sorry. No stickers. Okay. I was trying to merchandise for you. I know how this game works. I was trying to plug it for you.
And then I re-rack like this. Go.
Okay.
We do not have hoods. All right. We're gonna edit that out in post-production later. All right. So from Wisconsin, thank you. This is Mr. Tom from Wisconsin. Thank you.
I thought you weren't gonna use my real name.
Oh, this is John Henry.
That's not a real name.
Well, whatever. All right. But good news, folks. I'm not alone with Mr. What name are we using for you?
You can call me Flip Wilson.
We're not calling you. There's a black lady walking across the parking lot. And he just said that. You stop that right now. All right, we're going to our next. Now we have a real Southern cracker.
This is a Southern.
Imported in from Alabama. Imported in live from Alabama. We have his code name on the internet is Alabama Hulk. Alabama Hulk. You've seen the Cracker Barrel signs. There's been no changes here, thank God. Forgotten country. Alabama Hulk, what are your feelings on the matter?
If I can't play my banjos on the rocking chairs out front, and this don't look like Jim Crow South, I'm not going to the Cracker Barrel. That's my take on it.
Wow, Nick with
live,
crazy
people.
Alabama.
The people are standing. The people are standing up, united against this. I feel like this must have been what it was like under the Biden regime. The crackers are assembling. They're crossing the border. They're just flying into South Carolina. But before we end this very short live stream, I just want to go to our man from Alabama one more time and say, are there efforts in the cracker community that are going to stand up for barrel rights?
We're all standing up for barrel rights. Barrel rights matter. That's all I got to say about that.
BLM, baby. BLM all the way. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, white LM. That's what I'm saying. Cracker Barrel.
BLM.
Yeah, but I'm changing the script a little bit here.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, I'm taking it back.
He's taking it back. He's taking it back. America, thank you for joining us for this very important live stream. We are here on the ground in South Carolina, in the heart of the South, and we're just going to say we love our crackers and we love our barrels. America.
America. All right. Well, Mike, did you guys go into the Cracker Barrel and get any food? Or did you just run away and
we were too scared. We were too scared to actually enter because the crowd started forming out in front, wondering what we were doing. So
I believe that. All right. Well, Mike, you guys don't look like bots, even though you didn't go in there. I didn't see any bots in the parking lot. How is it that the business lost like it did, and it was all fake? How did that happen, Mike?
Democrat deniability. The one good thing about wokies, Democrats and otherwise, is that they have a zero sense of A, reality, and B, accountability. I've come to this conclusion. They have no sense of reality or accountability because they cannot face either one. So they got to make stuff up.
I'm pretty sure that little gremlins also. I mean, if we're going to add to this, it's not just the bots. Maybe the bots went in and ate all the biscuits. I don't know. But also gremlins probably also went in and on all of the servers in Cracker Barrel, switched their right shoes to the left foot just to mess up what was going on. Anything other than saying there was a real controversy and people really didn't like it. That's what the game is right here. Panel, get in here. What else do you guys have to say when it comes to this defense now? It's the Last Jedi all over again, but it's coming to save the beans and greens of Cracker Barrel.
I thought it was monkeys in a pocket universe that were hired by Lex Luthor to do this.
All right, James, I know what you're up to over there.
If there's evidence to demonstrate that this was a majority bot run or so forth, or maybe they can show that sales didn't actually decline, that people didn't actually react in an organic way, I'd love to see that evidence. I've not seen that offered up anywhere. In fact, I've seen Cracker Barrel react in a very strong way, not just to the negativity that they saw online, but I would suspect the diminishing sales and diminishing consumer enthusiasm that, again, bots don't eat at Cracker Barrel. So again, I fail to see the connection that this was just only bot driven.
All right, so here's what they're going to try, Vash. They're going to try to say that, the bots are the ones who created the outrage, and then the outrage is what created the people not wanting to go to Cracker Barrel. But if the bots, but here's the deal, Cracker Barrel, Mike, please don't be offended by this. I know you went there. Cracker Barrel is not a place that young people connected with social media go to eat. It's grandpa and grandma who go there because the food is soft and won't pull their dentures out. And they're going there no matter what. And they're not paying attention to the bot posts on X. They're not on X. They're not even on Instagram. They might be on Facebook to check on the grandkids. They're going to Cracker Barrel because they want to get their shingled pancakes. And they want their pinto beans and collard greens. That's what Cracker Barrel is. So the idea that bot accounts would be able to get Meemaw to not go to the Cracker Barrel is crazy. It's crazy culture.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is a very poor sales job by whoever is tied to this. Like you said, I mean, I need to hire that news team that was on the ground covering Cracker Barrel. I think they were exemplary. Mike, if you
do you feel left out? Guys, do you feel like you were as a cracker, you were excluded from the barrel?
No, I actually should have been there. Let's not even get into that subject, please. I'm going to get yelled at some more. But I just want to say this. This is unbelievable. I mean, we cannot believe it. There's no room for this to be factual. This is, again, it's ginned up, and it's something we see from the playbook. Just like attacking the fans, just like, all these social responses. It's all ginned up garbage. And there were many reasons that people were dissatisfied with Cracker Barrel. There are entire threads from employees that have worked at Cracker Barrel for decades, breaking all of this down, all the steps that it took to failure. And almost all of them were like led by this Taco Julie chick who is essentially, what do you call the bringer of death? Walks around with a black robe.
Reaper.
Yeah. She's the Reaper of brands. Yeah, she is capable of doing a Heinerschneid and still keeping her job.
she's the reason why this is happening. I mean, we have to blame anything and everything except for Taco Julie in order to place the blame on this, because people are not only are people calling for her to be fired, but Cracker Barrel has got a proxy battle coming up with the owner of Steak and Shake. So, they're trying to basically say that, it wasn't as big of a deal as everyone made it out to be. It was made by bots. It was done by malicious actors. They already played the greatest hits before this. They already came out. I think she called it a vocal minority, which is, the first greatest hit that you go to before you start blaming the bots. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's incredibly transparent. It's insulting to the intelligence of the American people.
And justice for Brad's wife. No,
good woman like that, fired after 16 years.
Indeed. So just loyal years of service right there. But I actually did go to Cracker Barrel to actually get B-roll. I think people... I don't know if this brand can be recovered, to be quite honest with you. There were some people there when I went to Cracker Barrel, but I just don't buy that this was entirely bot-driven or that it was started up by bots. I'm not really seeing the connection, unless you want to say that the guy from Steak and Shake was like, let's go ahead and start a bot campaign because I'm so outraged about all this. Possible, I guess. Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. Folks, we'll say it one more time for those in the back. Bots don't buy biscuits. And folks, we have come to the end yet again. Another video of excellence in the can. What a joy it has been to share time with you. We hope you enjoyed it as well. If so, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. And as always, drop a comment down below. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join a community dialogue today, just on down below. Folks, we are going to say farewell for now, but we will see you back. 4 is more, and that's how many videos we put out every single day here on the Pro Channel. Hope you enjoy them all. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.